The greatest giveaways on Ellen. Just like her name suggests, Ellen DeGeneres is always one to give freely and cheerfully. Today we count down some of the greatest giveaways on the show. Comment with your favorite giveaway in the comments section below. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Let's get it going. 10. A car giveaway. Ellen plays the game Never Have I Ever with her guests on stage, but she decided to do it a bit differently. Her audience members were to tell her a story, and she would guess whether the story was true or not. The first audience member was Mary. She once broke into a celebrity's dressing room and used his washroom.
Broken into a celebrity's dressing room to use the bathroom.
Wow.
She didn't get into trouble, but she stole his breath mints. For that, Ellen rewarded her with a $500 Visa gift card. The next audience member broke her innocent friend out of a police car.
Ever helped my friend break out of a police car.
A lot of breaking in and breaking out of things.
They were at a party, and while the police went to the house to round up the other innocent people, she put her hand through the window and tampered with the buttons until her hand broke free. She was also rewarded a $500 Visa gift card. The third person said that she had never won a car on national television.
Never have I ever won a car on national television.
Well, I would think that would be everybody, but
Ellen quickly changed that narrative and gave her a brand new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
this is your new 2016.
She desperately needed a new car so that she could sign up for Lyft and Uber. The companies laughed at her when she gave them her first car for inspection. Now she gets to lift people and ride in a luxurious car. How cool is that? Ellen always tells her viewers to be kind to other people. It's a nice virtue because one can never know who they're helping out. 9. Sarah. Sarah, a single mother, a regular bartender, and waitress, extended her kindness to two customers who showed up at her place of work for lunch. The two women from the National Guard couldn't decide what they wanted for lunch because they didn't have a lot of money due to government shutdown.
Two women, National Guard, they were in their uniforms and everything. They came in for lunch.
Sarah decided to buy lunch for them. The two women couldn't believe what had happened, and they posted the story on Facebook. News on social media spreads like wildfire. Her story caught the attention of many people, including Ellen. First of all, she paid her back the $27.75 she had spent on the two women. Then she gave her a television to replace her broken one. To top it all off, Ellen wrote her a check of $10,000. After some time, Ellen reached out to her favorite waitress to find out how she was doing. She had another surprise for her to make movement a lot easier. Sarah received a brand new car from Hyundai. The audience is one of the reasons why a talk show like Ellen's is amazing. Sometimes audience members get carried away with the emotions when they get a chance to appear on the show. 8. Amber. Amber was singled out by Ellen's camera crew due to her reaction when she first appeared on The Ellen Show. She was thrilled to meet Ellen face to face. She had also written a letter to Ellen, and DeGeneres hilariously read it out loud. Amber and her family always watched The Ellen Show and got inspired to help other people. She thought that her siblings and her mom were in Philadelphia, but Ellen had worked her magic to have them on the show. The family never had much, but they shared the little they had with the homeless and the needy. During one Christmas, they used the money they had to buy hats and gloves for the homeless. Walmart was impressed with the family's generosity and wrote them a check of $20,000.
Check for $20,000.
Ellen also had another surprise for them. She gave them everything she had given out during the 12 days of giveaways. The best way to keep employees motivated is to appreciate their sacrifice and dedication to the job. Ellen does a great job of making sure that her staff stays motivated. 7. Jeannie. Jeannie's first encounter with Ellen was a phone call in which she told Ellen that she needed a job. Ellen and her staff were impressed by her personality, and they decided to give her a job on the show. Jeannie travels to different places to conduct interviews and make the dreams of other Ellen fans come true. Ellen set her up with an actress during her 10th anniversary on the show. They made it look like they surprised the actress, but in the actual sense, she wanted to surprise Jeannie. Ellen showed her a beautiful clip of her contribution to the show for the 10 years she had worked. Jeannie's best part about working for the show was sharing experiences with the incredible people and fans of Ellen. The show dedicated one of the seats in the audience to her, and she also got an incredible gift from Ford for her amazing job. She was given a brand new Ford EcoSport. A simple act of love to a stranger could go a long way in saving the stranger's life. A young man went the extra mile and donated part of his body to save a stranger's life. 6. Ford Yates. Ford skipped spring break to donate bone marrow to a stranger. Ellen said that she would have rewarded him with $10,000, but he needed to earn it first.
Reward him with $10,000, but I thought he should earn it.
She sent someone to pretend to be their driver, and the drive to the studio was crazy. He told Ford's mom that his signal wasn't working and she needed to signal the driver behind them with her hand. The driver took them around the same streets and stopped at a liquor store to get some beers. A lot of things were already going through their minds, but they decided to be patient. If he had drunk the beer, they would probably put him in the back seat and drive to the studio even though they had no idea where it was located. After some time, he stopped outside Ellen's studio and offloaded their bags. Ford and his mom told the driver that the second bag wasn't theirs, and that is when he spilled the beans. He told them that he was hired by the show to drop them at the studio and deliver the gift of $10,000. For some people, a single gift can never be enough to reciprocate their kindness and the love they show to other people. 5. The Daniels. The Daniels entered a contest to sit on Ellen's skybox for the 12 days of giveaways. Ellen was touched with their story after the show and wanted to help the family. They were going through a tough time financially, and Ellen gave them everything she had given out for the 12 days of giveaways. The show noticed that the family still spread their kindness even with the gifts they got, and Ellen decided to surprise them again. She sent Jeannie to their home to take them somewhere special. Well, eventually they realized that they were back at the studio. Ellen showed them the beautiful footage of what other family members thought about them. Cheerios wanted to reward them with two things. First, they gave the family $500,000 for themselves. They also gave the family another $500,000 to continue their acts of kindness and give back to the community.
This is for you. They're giving you another $500,000 to pay it forward however you want.
The decision to adopt a child from foster care isn't an easy one. The Sanders family took a step of faith and adopted 6 siblings. 4. Sanders family. Chris and Christina Sanders have 11 children. They adopted 6 of those children after meeting them in the foster care system. The 6 children are all siblings, and the Sanders didn't want to separate them, so they adopted all 6 of them. They got a surprise ride into the Ellen Show after touring the Warner Brothers studio. The foster children started calling them mom and dad after only 6 months. They said that they were happy to belong to the Sanders family, and every good word describes them. The family got tickets to participate in the 12 days of giveaways.
We just gave the audience tickets to 12 days to come back, so you're all coming back to our 12 days show.
They also had a chance to play the game Wheel of Riches, and as the name suggests, the game involves spinning a wheel for a chance to win prizes. Christina had 3 chances to spin, and the first 2 stops weren't so enticing. However, on her 3rd attempt, the wheel stopped on a mystery prize, which was a $50,000 check from Walmart. Teachers play an important role in the growth of a child intellectually, psychologically, and emotionally. Ellen loves appreciating deserving teachers for their remarkable contributions. 3. Michael Bonner. When Michael started teaching at South Greenville School, the situation was dire. They used to meet the first thing in the morning to pray before the day kicked off. The school is fenced with barbed wires, and there's a graveyard right across the street. Some students from Mr. Bonner's class didn't have homes or food, and he admitted that it was hard to get through to such students. He had to find a way to relate with the kids on the same level. He used the best medium, music. The children wrote the lyrics, shot the videos, and edited them as well. The kids eventually enjoyed learning, and they registered better grades in school. Mr. Bonner would let them hold $200 or $300 to teach them that a man like him could hustle in society and have a decent living. They also grew fond of their teacher and had a couple of things to say about him. Ellen gave Mr. Bonner and his class equipment to make their recording easier. She also gave them a $25,000 check from Walmart. It's a huge sacrifice for people in the armed forces to put their lives on the line to make sure our country is safe. Families to such people require all the love and support they can get. 2. Carrie. A lot of things people do in the armed forces are secret, and when Carrie appeared on the show, she had no idea where her husband was. All she knew was that he was off the grid in the woods. However, she was glad that her husband would be joining them for Christmas. Carrie quit her job after it couldn't cover daycare for her 2 children. Her husband's salary couldn't get them many gifts for Christmas, but their kids would definitely wake up to some presents under the tree. Ellen felt that Carrie and her husband deserved something more for Christmas, and she gave them a $2,000 gift card from Nordstrom.
Y'all should have something, so we're going to give you a $2,000 Nordstrom gift card.
And another $3,000 gift card to get the kids gifts.
$1,000 for Target.
The next giveaway on the show is one of the greatest giveaways in history. Ellen heard the sad story about a school in Detroit, and she willingly gave a helping hand. I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works. 1. Spain Elementary School. An elementary school in Detroit was literally falling apart. Majority of the kids in the school were poor, their roof was falling off, the gym was completely shut down, and none of their technology was working. Ellen knew that she wanted to help the school, and so she sent Jeannie to surprise the students and the staff. It was sad that the teachers and parents had to make copies of books because they didn't have enough books for all the kids. They also had to keep the students engaged because sometimes it got cold and they had to keep their coats on. Ellen surprised each student and each staff member with a $100 gift card from Lowe's.
Teacher and every staff member a $100 Visa gift card.
She also gave them $50,000 in technology since the kids had 1 computer per class and they all weren't working. The school also received $200,000 in materials and labor for anything that needed to be fixed in the school, especially the roof. Justin Bieber was also on the show and said that he'd donate $1 for every ticket sold his next concert. Lowe's added another $250,000 to the school. Amazing. Thanks for watching and have an excellent day.